Tim Collins with Cullman today. I'm now with Waid Harbison, the chairman of the Cullman County Republican Party. Waid, Friday night, as best I can tell, this is the biggest political event in the history of Cullman County. It's
Absolutely,
huge.
it is. It's going to be a very, very big event. We've got our big fundraiser dinner with the Republican Party. This is actually the first time we've done this, and it's going to be a really great event. We're going to have all of our local officials here. Most people have heard we're going to have 3 of the major U.S. Senate candidates that are running for the Senate race in August 15th, so they'll be here as well. Mo Brooks, Roy Moore, and we're pretty sure Luther Strange will be here.
Now, hold
well.
up, Waid, you're getting ahead of me.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes.
U.S. politics, big candidates, local
Absolutely.
events. First, talk to me about the food.
Absolutely.
This is catered by Stonebridge,
It
correct?
is. And if you've eaten at Stonebridge before, you know it's well worth coming out on Friday night for sure, because Stonebridge always has good food. No matter what they have, it's fantastic food. So they'll be here catering the event. We're going to have some chicken and potatoes, green beans, rolls, just good old Southern food like Stonebridge can only do best.
And so there's a little buffet set up. And
buffet set up. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. They're not going to do a buffet. We had talked about that at first, but they're actually going to be bringing plates to the tables. So don't even have to worry about getting up and fixing your own
Well, if you're
plate.
going to go out to eat on Friday night anyway, there's half the cost of this event right there.
Absolutely, it is, and it's $50 for tickets, and so that does include the dinner. It includes coming and hearing the candidates, of course. So a lot of things included in that night. And like you said, it's a great time to come out and just meet with all the elected officials that are going to be here, the Senate candidates. Great food, so it's a win-win for everybody.
Now, you're trying to slip off into politics. I'm not done yet. Shopping.
Yes.
We've got a silent auction.
That's right.
From 6 to 7, right?
6 to 7, and we've got some pretty good stuff. I'll say this, the Republican women actually have been overseeing the silent auction, and they've done a fantastic job getting a lot of things. And I'm telling you, Tim, what I'm most excited about, and on the same line as food, is a lot of these Republican women have made homemade cakes and pies and things like that. They've gotten some jewelry and things, but I'm way more excited about the food myself as well. So they're going to have a lot of really good things from 6 to 7, the silent auction. All the proceeds, of course, will go to the Republican Party.
It sounds like you're going to be bidding for some of those items.
I will definitely be bidding for some of those items still.
Okay, now let's get serious about the important part.
Absolutely.
Moore, Brooks.
Yes.
Likely Luther Strange. This
Absolutely.
is as big as it gets. This is going to be serious politics.
Absolutely. You know, we're very fortunate. This is the first year we've done the fundraiser dinner, and it's great because the U.S. Senate special election has just actually happened to be the same year. So we're really glad to have, like you said, Congressman Mo Brooks will be here for sure. The former Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Roy Moore, he will be here also. And then U.S. Senator Luther Strange, he's actually been appointed to that seat by Governor Bentley when Jeff Sessions took over as Attorney General. He's currently in Washington, D.C. right now. If people have been keeping up with the news, a lot of things going on the Hill right now with the health care bill. A lot of fiasco over that. I think people didn't expect all of the gridlock and everything going on. So I received word today from his campaign manager. They're 90% sure he's going to be able to be here, so we're really excited to have him as well. He just cannot 100% confirm, of course. If something major comes up with the healthcare within the next day, his plans may change, but they said they were 90% sure that he's going to be here, so we're really looking forward to all 3 of those candidates. Those are the top 3 in the polls, and that's why we invited those 3 to attend the meeting and talk. So
let's talk about the format.
Yes.
So people know what they're getting into and what to expect.
Absolutely. We're going to have each candidate will have 20 minutes to just kind of talk, give us a brief of what they stand for, what they believe in, what their major priorities are, how they're going to represent Alabama, their experience, all of that sort of thing. And after all 3 candidates speak, we're going to have questions, probably about 15 or 20 minutes of questions at the very end. So anybody can ask questions who's in attendance. Of course, the media may be asking some questions as well. So it's a great time. If you have any questions for these candidates, a fantastic time to get in front of them and ask them these things. And, you know, the important thing is the election is coming up August the 15th. So we're about 2 weeks away from a major election, because whoever gets this seat will likely hold it for a fair amount of time. And it's, of course, a 2-year term to fill out the rest of Jeff Sessions' seat, and then they would have to run for a full 6-year term. But, whoever gets this seat is an obvious favorite to keep the seat for some time to come. So very important election because whoever goes to represent us in Washington, with everything that we're seeing right now, the health care and just so many other things, this is a major, major player for Alabama to represent us on the national level. So you really need to be informed of who you're going to be voting for on that August the 15th election. And if you haven't decided, you may have heard some commercials and things. You can hear from these candidates in person, and they're going to be talking directly to you. You can ask them questions. They'll all 3 be here. So this is going to be a fantastic forum to really come hear from these guys and know who to vote for.
Well, and for some people that might be a little intimidating.
Yes.
But we've got our local officials. Everyone's been
That's
invited.
exactly
I expect
right.
Most would attend, would they not?
Absolutely. About 80% of our elected officials, if they did not have prior plans to be out of town or something, are planning on being there. So we'll have all of our local legislatures that'll be there, school board, our county commissioners, all of our judges. They're going to be there. Yeah, some of the mayors and local officials. So it's going to be a really, really good time for you to come meet, talk to any of your elected officials. They'll all be in attendance. So we're excited about all of them being there and being available for questions and things as well.
And you can people can come and pay the $50, eat, do a little shopping, listen to our big three.
That's exactly right.
In the meantime, talk to local candidates.
That's right. Absolutely. Like from 6 to 7, we will actually have the silent auction going on. There will be a great time to mingle. All the elected officials will be there during that time frame. And we also have a couple of other people that are running for some offices, like a couple of candidates for governor will be there. So they'll want to talk to you as well, hear your questions and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a great night.
Now we're going to do one last thing here. We're going to make this worth everybody's while. We're going to have a straw poll tomorrow.
That's right. So if you come tomorrow, listen to the Senate candidates. At the end of all of them speaking, we'll ask questions and that sort of thing, but we'll take up kind of a poll, ask everybody who their favorite candidate is and where they're leaning, and kind of have a winner declared for tomorrow afterward. So it'll be a lot of fun for everybody to participate in that.
Well, it will be fun, and it's while it's a non-scientific poll, it's a genuine, authentic.
It is, absolutely.
Poll,
to see where, that's great after all the candidates speak, because they may change some minds tomorrow night. Some people may be leaning towards one or two candidates, and they may not know for sure, and they may make up their mind tomorrow. So it will give a good indication of where I think we are with the race. And right now, I think you're looking at one of these three guys being our next U.S. Senator for sure.
It's entirely possible. And I don't know if it will be possible because of time constraints and schedules, but if we can grab the winner at the end and maybe do an interview, that would be great.
That would be fantastic. I think they'll probably be available for media interviews afterwards. So hopefully it'd be fantastic to get some of those guys and talk to them about their experience here in Cullman County. So.
Well, Wade, I know you've been instrumental.
Yes.
The whole party locally has put a lot of effort into this, but you've spearheaded it.
Yes.
There's never been anything like this.
That's right.
As far as I can recall, so good job by you.
Yes. Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. And we just want to remind everyone, of course, Friday night, 6 to 9 is the event. We have the dinner will start at 7. We'll have a silent auction starting at 6. $50 for tickets, and again, we'll have all three of the major candidates. Again, we're pretty sure Luther Strange will be there to join Mo Brooks and Roy Moore on the stage.
Now, can we reveal one last thing?
Yes.
We're going to be nationwide tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. The Matt Nani Show
That's right.
on 99.5 Talk Radio.
That's right.
Promoting this event.
Absolutely, yes. So that will be a great plug for Cullman County. A great thing for us to talk about and highlight Cullman County as a major player in the state of Alabama and the national political level as well. So
right,
glad to do that.
It's a big deal. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate you taking time to talk to me.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.